Hey everybody, this is your friend Daniel Hutchins, and we're back again for another afternoon video. We're going to be talking about something from our friend Screen Rant. Yes, we're going to be talking about something from our friend at Screen Rant. So today from Screen Rant, we're going to be talking about the Batman. Yeah, we're talking about Batman again. Because now there's ideas going around for a sequel for Batman. Yeah, the Batman 2 could have a more grounded Mr. Freeze, says the director. This caught my eye because, like I said, Mr. Freeze is like one of the best live action villains. At least in my personal opinion, I thought so. But again, director Matt Reeves says the Batman 2 could include a more grounded version of the notorious comic book bad guy, Mr. Freeze. Okay, this is an hour ago, everybody. You want to know more about Mr. Freeze? Well, you come to the right place. Because Matt Reeves says the Batman 2 could include a more grounded version of Mr. Freeze. So Batman's coming back to the movie theaters in a more dark and gritty noir iteration. It also has featured the new star Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne, inspired in part by Nirvana's Kurt Cobain. Now, this moody, realistic theme of the Cobain-infused Cape Crusader has indeed carries over the every character of the Reeves Batman movies, also including the Paul Dano's Zodiac-informed Riddler and the Colin Farrell more realistic look of the Penguin. Of course, guys, the other Batman movies before this, most notably the Christopher Nolan Dark Knight trilogy, but again, most Batman films have instead gone the exact opposite, embracing everything fantastic and campy from DC Comics crime fighter and his opponents. Now, again, perhaps the more infamous campy of all Batman movie efforts was Batman and Robin, which was a film that was reowned and maligned by director Joel Schumacher as over the top touch. It also gives Batman's suit nipples, and it introduced wild versions of characters like Poison Ivy and, like we're talking about right now, Mr. Freeze. Okay, so Arnold Schwarzenegger, for his take of the Mr. Freeze, has indeed continued to reign in Batman movie lore as one of the most bizarre, ultimately ridiculous cartoon villains. Now, at least on the surface, guys, it would seem that Mr. Freeze character would not fit in all in a more realistic Batman world, as we kind of see by Reeves in the Batman. But the director himself might disagree with that via from Collider, which is another site we sometimes use. You know, if you're a long-time subscriber, you might remember I talk from Collider. But if you're new, that's fine. You just picking up from some stuff. But the director has recently opened up the doors for Mr. Freeze coming back in a sequel of his Batman movies. So, in my personal views, I just feel more drawn to finding grounded versions of everything. So to me, it's a challenge to find someone's interested that to find in how that can happen. Even this idea of something like bringing back Mr. Freeze. Now he's such a great story, right? I think there's actually a grounded version of this story we could really be powerful and it could be really great. Okay, everybody. So the Mr. Freeze again as presented by Shoemaker and Schwarzenegger, who's played him, may have some crazy looking silver painted quip machines, but they actually underlie his character with a tragic backstory, easily reworked to be more grounded and realistic. Again, in Batman history, we know Dr. Victor Fries is a cryogenic scientist engaged in his research and he hopes to cure his terminally ill wife. Unfortunately, Fries has falls victim to a lab accident and freezes his body to help his wife, but he occasionally comes into a conflict with Batman along the way. Now, his backstory, of course, preserved for Batman and Robin, but his look on a character as well as Schwarzenegger, campy performance of his character has sucked all of humanity out and left Mr. Freeze as just a one-dimensional villain. But there is a possibility to bring him back. Again, director Reeves is not the first person to mention Mr. Freeze showing up in his Batman universe. Zack Snyder had previously raised the possibility of also having a different person play the character Mr. Freeze. Now, I'm not saying the name because I'm probably going to butcher it, but anyway, other news about Mr. Freeze possessing a meaty character backstory, like the writer director like Reeves himself, realistic takes of the Batman. Sure, there might be some actors capable of bringing enough nuance to Mr. Freeze to make the audience feel like he's inner conflict with a genuine way. This has raised up some questions and some emotional stakes in his battle with Batman. Again, it has remained to be seen, however, if Reeves would actually go in this route and bring back Mr. Freeze into his Batman universe if if and when the Batman 2 gets the okay by Warner Brothers. But first we gotta watch the first Batman by Reeves, and then depending on how successful the first Batman is, there might be a chance there might be a Batman 2. And then when we find out more about Batman 2, I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, we're just reading news just to kind of fill you guys in on what else is going on. So yeah, like I said, things are good. Um, yeah, so I'm just letting you know that now director Reeves is thinking about this idea, another idea for Batman 2, as far as with introducing or slowly bringing back Mr. Freeze. Now, if you think Mr. Freeze should be in another movie, let me know. Again, I think it would be nice to have somebody else take the role of Mr. Freeze, even though we know Arnold Schwarzenegger was very good. But again, my problem is it's just we have to find somebody who can actually be better than Schwarzenegger. Not saying Schwarzenegger's bad, it's just I feel like Schwarzenegger is very, very old. And so we need to find someone better and someone who's a little younger who can actually play the Mr. Freeze role. So, again, let me know your thoughts. It's really, really important that you share your thoughts. And again, yeah, Trent, I see you. Yes, Trent, I see you. I see you say, hey, brother, what's up? Yeah, I guess I'll keep the video open a little longer. Uh, yeah, I'm probably gonna just hang out. Um, Probably keep this live room a little open some more, I guess. See if my friend Trent responds again. If he responds again, I'll just keep the live chat open. But just to see if like he forgives me or if whatever for the time he was bugging me that one time. But if he uh if he starts to act kind of weird again, then I don't know. I might have to take another break, but I'm hoping that won't happen because at least he should have learned his lesson. Um, okay, everybody. So actually, now we're going to be going down through some more things. Actually, yeah, we're going to go through some more things Because I know obviously this video was just supposed to be about the Mr. Freeze, but now we have some possibility with some other things. Okay, everybody, okay, so now there's gonna be more Batman news, only this is different. Okay, everybody, the Jack Nicholson Joker. You want to know more about the Jack Nicholson Joker? Yes, I'll tell you more about the Jack Nicholson Joker. Jack Nicholson Joker return should copy that of the Burton's Forgotten Batman sequel. Okay, everybody, you guys probably don't know, but there was a Forgotten Batman sequel. That's the copy from Tim Burton. Again, if you watch Tim Burton Batman, you probably might remember that he almost had another sequel. So Jack Nicholson Joker is if he ever returned to the universe, if he could follow a story of the sequel from the Tim Burton Batman from 1989. Okay, everybody, this is a couple hours ago. So, again, guys, if Jack Nicholson Joker did return to the universe, his story could copy off the forgotten comic sequel to the Tim Burton Batman. Again, Jack Nicholson was a perfect cast for the casting of the Joker from back in Batman 89. Again, other actors were considered though as well. Everyone from Tim Curry, who had almost voiced the Batman animated series Joker, to other people who auditioned to the role as well. Again, later it just later got to someone else though. But Jack Nicholson Joker has remained to be one of the superhero cinema's most famous bad guys. The star has left on an unforgettable mark on his character. He's also extremely well compensated. He's had a cut from the Batman gross and his merchandise, and is said to have even made $100 million from the movie. There is a plan for Nicholson to cameo in Batman Unchained if this planned fifth outing would ever have followed. Again from the 1997 Batman Robin. Again, Jack Nicholson Joker would have been just a hallucination brought back from the Scarecrow. Again, that project had to get scrapped as well. Again, this is crazy, guys, but it's really true. Again, there's the internet, and it tells you everything. But okay, Batman 89 was produced before long run franchises and multi film arcs were even thought from the studios. Again, Jack Nicholson Joker is definitely dead by the time this movie ended, having fallen to the death of Gotham City Cathedral. Little thought was given to Nicholson returning to the outing of Batman Unchained, just in a cameo. Although this is given a star some retired following 2010, How Do You Know? The odds of him reappearing in the DC universe are very, very low. However, if Nicholson Joker did return to DC Universe, the Daily Batman comic strip was largely forgotten sequel to the Tim Burton Batman. This could also provide the templates for his comeback. Again, guys, you think he might come back. So, again, the Daily Batman is a comic strip that ran from 89 to 91. Again, 1989 to 1991. Again, it opens up the recap of the Tim Burton Batman, again, whose original treatment was very different. This ends where the Cape Crusader has beat the Jack Nicholson Joker. The comic has also played out with something with an elsewhere take on the movie. This has introduced takes on Catwoman, Penguin from Batman Returns. Again, the Daily Batman has also revealed Joker did not die from his fall, so he very much can still be alive. We don't know. He probably is still alive. But he later reemerged in a story with the Red Hood. Now you remember the Red Hood if you read the comics. Now again, involves some of the Gotham elite forming a fascist group, spreading chaos and intensive forcing Gotham to adopt the harsher approaches to crime. Also was revealed Joker is Red Hood. There is a callback to his comic book alias. Okay, everybody. With Keaton's Batman comeback in DC Universe with The Flash, the door is still somewhat open for Jack Nicholson Joker to return as well. Slight retcons could reveal whether he did land in the Bay or has faked his death. Therefore, most people think he did fake his death because he really could still be alive. We don't know, which wouldn't be the most outlandish thing a villain did. Therefore, teasing him to a potential lead, the Red Hood, who again is sowing discords among Gotham. Joker trails arc to the Daily Batman as one of the best made stories of Gotham and cities everywhere. Again, of course, the big question is if Jack Nicholson, who is currently in his 80s, would even be interested to putting on the makeup again and playing as the Joker. That's a really good question because in Burton's Batman 89, they almost had the Robin cameo, laid the foundation for how this could work. This odd of Joker appearing in the like of the Flash and the Batgirl could feel pretty remote, even though it must be a thought to the back of the studio executive minds. Okay, everybody. So, let me know your thoughts. Um, so yeah, I kept it open a little longer, and I talked about the possibility on if Nicholson Joker might return. Um, so you could kind of count this as a Screen Rant double. So yeah, guys. Um, I'm just hanging out. Like I said, I don't know if Trent is watching this or not, but he was watching it. I know because he commented in my chat room. But I'm sure he's probably trying to reach me on Messenger. But the problem is I have him blocked right now because I was taking a break from him, saying that I needed some time to myself. But like I said, if he shows up on one of my other live chats and asks me to add him back, I'll probably give him another chance again. But yeah, guys, things are really good. Just chilling. I'm hanging. Again, like I said in the other video with the Superman video, I told you in the Superman video I was gonna be taking down those string flags next week. Won't be putting them up till closer to the summer. Um, yeah, guys, things are really good. Things are very good. So again, just figured I'd tell you some Batman news. Again, about the Batman 2, the idea of Matt Reeves, the director, thinking about his sequel, possibly with the return of Mr. Freeze. And then the extra bonus I just did for you with the possible return of the Nicholson Joker. Again, guys, let me know your thoughts. I think this is really cool content. If you guys like it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And you have an awesome, awesome, awesome day. And I'll be back for some more soon. Bye.